G'day gang, welcome back to the channel MP Numbers, and today we're talking Theros Constructed. Now, Theros Constructed was the special event on Magic Arena this weekend, where basically you build your deck with only cards from Theros Beyond Death. For me, Theros means one thing, that's whether it's Beyond Death or the original Theros, it means mono black devotion. It's one of my favourite ways to play Magic, it's one of my favourite decks I've ever played, both in Limited and Standard. And it's just a whole bunch of fun. It's all about Grey Merchant of Asphodel, as well as a whole bunch of removal and a whole bunch of permanents on the board. Let me go deal with that baby, and we'll have a look at the deck. Okay, so as mentioned in the opener, we are going to start with our focus card, which is going to be the Grey Merchant of Asphodel. This is the way we're going to win the game. I build the deck to be more mid-range to control, and really want to focus on winning by the Grey Merchant trigger, whether it be the first time I cast it, recurring it from the graveyard, flashing it out, anything like that. Yeah, this is the main way I'm going to win. On that note, there's a few ways that we can get fancy with that. My deck has 4 Nightmare Shepherds, which lets you put a copy of Grey Merchant in play when it dies, as well as 2 Underworld Sentinels and 2 Omen of the Dead, which help get it back from the graveyard if it does happen to die. If you want to get in the graveyard, we do have the Lampad of Death's Vigil, which also helps get a few extra points in here and there. In terms of holding off the ball in the early game, we do have Tymaret, the Chosen from Death, which has 2 nice little black pips and obviously has some nice toughness once you start building up the board. And we also have Tymaret Calls the Dead, which starting on turn 3 gets you a couple of zombies, gains you a little bit of life, and also lets you scry. On top of that, we've got 3 different forms of removal, 10 total cards, 4 Mire's Grasps, 4 Drag to the Underworlds, and 2 E2 Extinctions. Finally, to top it off, we've got 2 Funeral Rites and 24 lands. Funeral Rites just helps you dig a little bit. The one thing this deck is missing is ways to discard, ways to really easily recur things back from the graveyard. And Funeral Rites just gives you a little bit of extra card draw when you're having issues. So look, it's a pretty straightforward deck. Most of our cards are 4-ofs, and there's obviously a couple of 2-ofs. The main issue I had with the game is drawing lands. I don't know if Arena's just not on my side. I've tried going up a few lands as well, but every game I just seem to have issues. We ended up with about a 60% win rate after 3 cracks at the event, and while the deck could definitely be improved, this is the best version I found of it with the cards that I have available to me. As always, happy to hear your thoughts on the event, on the deck you build, how you feel about mono black and all that kind of stuff. I do want to take a second here, folks, to remind you that I am affiliated with the guys over at Inked Gaming. They do some great work in terms of custom playmats and other gaming accessories. So if you're ever in the mood for some cool stuff, make sure you check them out. If you go to inkedgaming.com/MP Numbers, it lets them know that I sent you, and just lets them know where they're getting their traffic from. So I'd recommend checking out if you're ever in the market for dice bags, playmats, custom sleeves, all that kind of stuff. They've got a great range. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you give them some love and tell them I sent you. Otherwise, I've been MP Numbers. You've been great. Bye.